Hi guys, this is Ocean and today I'm going to be showing you another really cool card trick. So this doesn't require the whole deck like this, but it only requires around 4th cards, and that's about 20 cards. That's it, let's get into the performance. So you're going to start off by having your spectator select any 2 royalty cards. So we'll go with the 2 red kings since that one is on the top. And the other one should also be right here. So we'll just take these 2 and put them in the corner for now. And now you're just going to have your spectator shuffle these 2 piles. And we can do it the other way as well. So now you're going to have your spectator select any one of these cards. I'm sorry, that was a bad spread, but you can just have your spectator select any one of these. So I'll just go with this one, but this is a free selection. So this is your card. I'm not looking. Just go ahead and memorize that. And once you memorize that, I will just go over here and put it back into the deck. So we can just take this and put it in the middle right there. And now we can just give it a few cuts. Sorry, I'm not very good at cuts, so that's why it took a bit. And now we've just shuffled the deck around a bit. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you 4 cards. And in the end, I'm just going to ask you whether you see a card or not. So here's the first card, 5 of clubs. Then here is the second card, colored joker. Then here is the third card, 4 of spades. And then here's the last card, 7 of hearts. So now we've got the 4 cards I just showed you. And this is where the 2 kings come in handy now. So we can just take the 4 cards and sandwich it between these kings. Now we have 4 cards and the 2 kings around them. And now in a process, we're just going to take the first card, put it to the back, and then take the new first card and put it down. And we'll just do that until we run out of cards. Now I'm going to ask you, did you see your card in the 4 cards I showed you? You didn't? Okay. So you can see that the kings have sandwiched the card. And since you didn't see your card in the 4 cards I showed you, the 9 of spades was not your card. Well, I hope you guys liked that performance and stick around for the tutorial. Alright, I hope you guys liked that performance, and now I'll show you how to do the trick you just saw. So this is a completely impromptu card trick, so you can just ask the spectator to shuffle the cards at the start. And you can just do this as much as the spectator wants to. Okay, so now that you've shuffled the cards, you'll ask your spectator to pick any 2 royalty cards. So we'll just go with the 2 red queens, since they're pretty close. and we'll just put them to the side right here for now. And now, if your spectator wants to, they can shuffle the cards again. There. So now you've shuffled the cards, and you're going to ask your spectator to pick one of these cards. I'm sorry, that was kind of a bad spread. But you're just going to ask your spectator to pick one of these cards. So I'll go with this one. So now that you have that card, you're normally not going to look at this card when you're doing it, but for performance sakes, we'll just look at it. So this is the 6 of spades. So generally at this point, you would have squared up the deck again. And now you're going to do what's called a double undercut. And that means you're going to take the card, put it somewhere in the middle, it doesn't really matter where. And as you're pushing it in, you're going to sort of push down on it, creating this natural thumb break with 2 piles, one random pile, and then one pile with their card on top right there. And then you're going to transfer that to a pinky break, but it shouldn't be too obvious. And now you're just going to cut around half the cards from under the break, and then just bring them to the top. Then drop this. So if you have tiny hands like mine, this will be a bit harder to do, but if you have big hands, then it'll be a bit easier. Now you'll just take the rest of the cards from the break with their card on top, and now the spectator thinks their card is somewhere lost in the deck, but it's actually just on top. So now what you're going to do is you're going to say, okay, I'm going to show you 4 cards, and you're going to show them 4 cards, and one is from the top, but you're actually going to be double lifting, and that is basically saying you're lifting 1 card, but it's actually 2. So you're just going to take 2 cards, not the 1 card, because then that'll be their card, but you're going to just take 2 cards, and you're going to do this very discreetly, because otherwise the spectator is going to notice that, hey, you're not showing me the top card like you're saying you are. So just take the top 2 cards or 3 cards. Just make sure that however many cards you take, they remain square and it's not too obvious. Don't take like 5 cards, just take like 4 cards or under. So you can show them. So this is the first card, 7 of hearts. And then make sure that this pile remains square. Take off the first card, which is their card, and put it down. So what they think you've done is you've shown them the first card, and then you're putting it down. So they think you're putting the 7 of hearts down, but you're actually putting their card down. Then you can just cut. And this is a thing. Just make sure you don't cut to the 7 of hearts again, because then they'll be like, wait, there are 2 7 of hearts, so that won't be good. So now you're actually just going to be showing them the first card. So this is the 2 of hearts. This is the king of clubs. And then the last card. So just remember, you actually do have a chance of cutting to their card. The last card is the jack of diamonds. Now you're just going to be showing that you have 4 cards, and you're going to be displaying them in this manner. And you're going to be taking these and putting them to the bottom. So this was the original order, with their card on the bottom and then the 3 random cards above it. So you're going to be splitting this in half with 2 in each pile. So taking this and putting it to the bottom. So now their card is the 3rd card. So now you're just going to take the 2 cards that your spectator picked at the start and putting the 4 cards between them. There's no sleight of hand here. The 4 cards are actually just going to be going between them, and you can show a spectator that as well. So now you're going to say, so now we're going to just take the first card, put it to the back, then just take the first card there and put it down. and then just do that until you run out of cards. And then you can see that the two queens have actually sandwiched a card, and this will be the spectator's card. So now you just need some way to reveal the card, and all you need to do at this point is just watch the performance and see how I did it. Or if you want, you can just come up with your own reveal in some way. So if you're wondering what deck I used in this video, I used the standard bicycle cards. So these are pretty cheap, but they're very good cards. They have an air cushion finish and they're printed by USPCC. They do have this standard USP seal. Once you take them out, you do get 2 ad cards. You get this one card, then you get the second one. They're just 4 points, so I should follow them, and then just all their tags. So on the red deck, this is their back design. And they do shuffle really well. So here is the Joker design. This comes with 2 Jokers. They're pretty much identical, just this one is not in color, and then the other one is in color. So if you want to do a snap change effect, that looks really cool. So they're pretty much all standard. Here's the design on the Ace of Spades. It's pretty cool. Then here's the design on some of the royalty cards. So these are pretty much all just standard faces. So they are good for Magic. They're good for cardistry as well. Pretty much anything related to cards. If you're looking to start out, these are good. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did like it, leave a like down below. And if you like a lot of videos on my channel, consider subscribing. That's it for me for now, and I'm out.